Peace, love, and light, everybody. Peace, love, and light. So, I'm just doing this quick check-in. Every once in a blue moon, I check out Gina's channel. And for a long time, I've been saying and showing, like, they paint the sky, they spray it blue. That's why they're up there spraying all the time. Entertainment only. You believe what you want. Entertainment only. Just a theory. Anyway, you're seeing this, right? And she literally says, I think that they may be painting the sky blue, so people are figuring it out. Because if you can see that here right now, right? Yeah, she's showing it in different um, filters. And I do think that they make it look like um, a sphere. Just my thoughts on things. I feel like this is just a piece of something that's much bigger, that we're not seeing the whole thing. Anyway, so then was, guided to watch Mud Fossil University because he's just brilliant. And, it's written, Christ lets us know we are on a carcass. Okay, so you think about what your body's made of, right? When it's all around us, but on a massive scale. It's proven, scientifically proven. So if you can see this, right, and then you're watching a plane Scooby-Doo by and spray it, because it is there. It starts out that way. And I'm just using this footage as a good educational tool. It starts to disappear, because what? They're spraying it blue. Oh, she just did one eye thing. Go back to, this isn't about her, this is about this guy. Yes, they are. That's my thoughts on things. I've been saying it for a very long time. Because how can you be staring at something and then they're coming out doing all their little sigils with their spray, and then all of a sudden you can't see it anymore. Mm-hmm. So she starts off with this right here, and this is in Wolf Creek, Colorado. And I have the volume down, but you can see that this has been there for, it's very close to, it used to be further back. See, they're spraying it, so you can see it right now, and then boop, you won't be able to. Why? Because they spray it blue. We live on a carcass. What do you think is around you? Dark space. Why would space be dark if there's a bunch of suns in space? It would be light. It would be very colorful. Just something to think about, when to grow on or don't. Go back to your 3D world and think that all is right with rain. And I do believe that it's like this is just a piece of something much larger that we're not privy to see. And it is weird that they still haven't just said what this is, because we know Nibiru is here. Nibiru, yes, is a ship. And you're going to start seeing more things coming out of the ocean now, because they had to tell you, because it would have happened whether they told you or not. Most already know this anyway, and many don't. What else do I want to cover here real quick? So, going back to Mud Fossil University. Talking about bones, rocks aren't rocks. Rocks are bones. We're in Mud Fossil, right? We're in a graveyard. We're in this huge, massive graveyard. And what we're seeing around us is fascia, tissue, cellular mitosis on a massive scale. It's all biology. It's all biology. That's the biggest secret. We're the best kept secret. We, humanity. Because they're now going in front of the Senate talking about the aliens, which they're not aliens, they're just other beings here that have been living here for a long time, which is a distraction, but they're still not telling you what this is. And I do believe, like, this is why they have round scopes, to keep things looking round. These are just some things that how I understand. I watch it every day. Like, they just spray the sky blue. Of course they do. But you can believe we're on a round ball zooming through randomly space, orbiting around the sun. They tell us in a lot of ancient scripts what we're in, and yet people still want to believe the false narrative. It's interesting. Or they forget it, because the spells here are very heavy. Book of Enoch shows us exactly what we're in. Atlantis, um, there was something that orbited around when Atlantis was risen that took Atlantis out. You know, it was a great battle and hence tilted this place. And that is true. More things are waking up with the pyramids. And just because you can't see the ancients there, they're there. They're in the pyramids. They're doing whatever it is that they're doing. And these bombings and things like that are not just at people. It's way bigger. That's just the disguise. And unfortunately, they're caught in the crossfire of something they didn't understand. We are the best kept secret from ourselves. We truly are. Trying to figure out the true narrative. And I find it interesting that they're having all these, you know, this is the age of reveal. We're in the age of Aquarius. Huge reveal, especially in astrology does matter. You know, it does. Things are going to already coming out of the ocean. They're telling you there's bases in the ocean. Personally, this is like, to me, a big celestial. And we're just seeing a piece of it because they use round scopes in this world for everything. You have a round scope on your camera, telescope, but it's round for a reason. To make everything look like you're on a round ball. I mean, you believe what you want. It's all good with me. This is just, I find it interesting. People starting to realize they're spraying the sky blue. They don't want you seeing this behind the wall, or behind this. You'd be freaked out. I think even us who are filming it and been doing it for a long time, I think we have an idea, but it would freak us out. There's a big wall back there. You got a wall of faces back there. You got bodies though we're on a carcass. We're in a graveyard. We get, you know, let's bring it back to earth. We're in the dirt with the bugs and the worms. Like, so this is going to get really interesting. And I do find it interesting that they're not saying what this is, but they're, you know, now they're saying, yes, there's other races living here amongst us, but we can't disclose. We're disclosing, but we can't disclose. But they have to give it to you in bits and pieces, or else it would cause a huge, well, the world would, they wouldn't have control. Because right now they still can control. They can control the money. They can control, you know, the narrative for the most part. But they would lose complete, like, people would, you know, there'd be a lot of lootering, and unfortunately people would be acting like animals. And maybe that's what they really are, I don't know. So I get why they have to, you know, they should have just, back in the 30s, when they built a base around the whole situation, when they discovered it, because that's what it is. They discovered something really massive under there, and they made a base around it, and they fenced it in and locked it in. So it's not like, oh, they discovered a crashed UFO and then built a base. No. Same with CERN. They didn't just create something underground to build this thing. They found it there. And now they're focusing on, because, you know, Thoth is here too. Because they're focusing a lot on the Sphinx. And that tells you Thoth is here. And those pyramids are going to stop. And they have been for a long time. But they're just going to become, I've seen them actually glowing red. I've been shown that. They're dormant. They're still working, but they're dormant. Like, this whole place has been, things are going to come alive again, is basically what's going on. You know, we're on a carcass. Genesis, we're probably still in the ark. Maybe the ark was made out of a carcass. You know, I still think we're on the ark. I do. I really don't care what you think, but it just fits. It makes sense, things that we're seeing around us. They don't know, it took 100 years to build. It came from the Most High God through Enki on a sapphire tablet. So it would be something very sophisticated, way more sophisticated than what we understand with the ark to be. So yes, this is what that is. And this is a good example of how you see it. And now you see it, now you don't. because of the planes. Yeah, this is Gina's. I was just watching this, like, and when she said that, I'm like, yes, Gina, the sky is being painted blue. Welcome. No, I'm not dissing her. I'm just welcome, yay, you know, because how, you know, just funny, just funny. So thing's huge, and I think we're only privy to a piece of it, or maybe it is a round freaking rock. You know what I'm saying? We are on a carcass. We're surrounded by bone, tissue, fascia, cells. You're a living organism, so yes, and things have been dormant here, and now they're not. And I do feel it's taken like the energy of these ancients, you know. And yeah, we know many of them been here for a long time, but now we have Nibiru here. That's like an activator of, on a massive scale. Ra is here. Ra would be an activator. We have Cyrus rising. That would be an activator of what this place truly is and the potential it has, because she's alive. She's a live organism. She's a live being. She's a dragon. You know, it's a weird concept. Why put humanity on it? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Why would we be on a dragon? We're on a round rock with tar roads. Oh, because, you know, because that is just, I guess, more believable. But it's actually written. Christ tells us exactly where we are. Exactly where we are. I mean, why would they put humanity here? Why would they colonize? And it's colonized. Um, and they show us in everything. It's like a mocking. It's a significant mocking against humanity. When you go to the movies and you're watching all this stuff and you think it's so far-fetched, it's a mocking in your face of, you're in it. You're in it. Yes, I do believe that they have the capability of draining an area of water and building a colony there and doming it. That was what Atlantis was all about. Absolutely. And this is probably something along those lines, or something going by us. And remember, the sky is the firmament. The firmament is the waters above. We're in water. We're just in a different chemical component of it than what we visually see and put in our body. We're made of water. So it's not that far out there. You know, it just isn't. What's far out there is we're on this round ball where water can somehow stay in place because of gravity. Because water needs a container to hold it. You know, there's this guy. I can't think of his name, but he makes a lot of sense when he talks about this stuff. Water does need container. You know, they show us in the Museum of Science how to make an ocean wave. It's a huge mocking. Huge. It's like, ha ha ha. You know, someone that's hurting you. You know, yeah, I'm gonna bring it there. And then you know someone that it's happening to, and they're laughing at you like it's funny, and it's not funny. That's what this whole place is doing to humanity. Like, ha ha ha. They have no idea. There's big decisions being made about humanity right now. Huge, huge decisions. Huge. And I do think the flooding is a lot different. The story is a bit different. It's very distorted here. They've distorted a lot of the truth. And now the Vatican files are going to have to be open more than they already are. There are scrolls being found, ancient scrolls that have so much information. There's so much information we don't know. And yet everyone is so willing to believe the false narrative. It's weird, you know, but maybe it's just not for them. I don't know. And maybe it's just for some of us to understand this. But yes, and that is not the sun. If that was the sun, this place would be on fire. We are the sun. We're a sun, a dormant star. That's why we have volcanoes. That's all, what a sun is. It's a living organism. It's alive. It's a dragon. That's why this story is a dragon. That's why everything's been buried here. They did a good job burying a lot of stuff. We're just seeing the tops of things that are much bigger. Much, much bigger. Like this is a pyramid right here. It just looks like a mountain with a mountain. It's a pyramid. We're in the land of pyramids. Inverted pyramids, and it got knocked off alignment. That's why I keep seeing the energy signature and the turning, hence the pole shifts. Um, and the combinations for a long time I keep getting shown, like if school locker with the combination, and it's just, but with coordinates to here to realign it, because we're now going to be realigned, and which will cause a lot of destruction at the same time. Or maybe it won't, because it's so, I mean, it will, but it won't. So no, I don't, Ukraine, all that, that's all Archangel Michael. You got these things here that look like people battling angels. Remember this, we're in heaven. We're in the heavenly battle. We're in the galactic battle. And it is. It's an interstellar changing of the guard. Who's going to control this narrative of this place? Lots of battles going on. Lots of reveals going on. And yeah, they spray the sky blue. And they do. I know. Many of you you don't even know what are you talking about, huh? I know what I'm talking about. I'm not concerned who doesn't think that I don't know what I'm saying. I walk with those who get what I'm saying. And it is, it's like fire. It's red. And why don't they just tell us what it is? Enough with the secrets. Too many people are seeing this now. Too many people are filming ships, and we also have to pay attention to the false narrative that they're going to do, because that's why they're exposing it on worldly, so that they can do what they're going to do. And a lot of messages actually been coming through about when this goes on, like this is when the sun will turn black, because that black star is here. And don't partake clearly, the 3 days of darkness, you don't go outside, but there's bigger things here than me and you. There's very much bigger things here than me and you. And trust me, your government knows all about it. We're the best kept secret from ourselves. It gets exhausting with being mocked, doesn't it? Just a little bit. For we are divine beings. That's why they keep us such a secret. We are probably way more energetically powerful than what's going on here. I know we are, actually. And they don't want us to know that. And your DNA and your RNA is waking up because the Anunnaki are here. It's something they did, something they put in us, in humanity, for when they return, you will be aware. No matter what, connection you feel with other, whether it's Andromeda, you feel more connected to Andromeda or Pleiades, it's still the Anunnaki were part of the awakening to certain souls here. Absolutely. Not all of them are negative, and they're not. So, hope you all have a beautiful day. Thanks for hanging on. I appreciate it. Keep going.